Pests and mold control isn't just important in a building like this, it's important in all styles of growing. Fighting and battling it is pretty similar in any environment you grow in, but enable to grow quality product and not taint your product with chemicals or disease, you have to have the correct applicator as well as the correct solution to use as a pesticide deterrent. In order to do that, you have to have full coverage. The Victory sprayers, of everything I've used in 20 years, it's the only one that actually gets complete coverage without damaging your plant. There's a lot of different sprayers out there. The majority of them are really cumbersome. You either have to hand pump them as you're going along, which varies the pressure of application, which is just hard to do manually. I'm AJ, founder of AJ's Craft Cannabis and Grow Geo LLC. If you want to do the best job you can with applying pesticides or whatever you might be doing for your plant, this is the best product that I've ever used.
Hey, I'm Derek over here at AJ's Craft Cannabis. I am the cultivation manager. What I like about the Victory sprayer is it's cutting down on our product consumption. We use way less pesticides nowadays for every application, which is cutting down on our overhead.
Hello, my name is Daniel Furtado. I'm the head of the veg department for AJ's Craft Cannabis. The cordless is definitely a huge asset. I've dealt with battery packs before, and they're just really heavy. These ones are nice because they're just like your basic DeWalt battery that you can just plug right into. The battery life is really long. I've never had one run out on me.
It's simple, it's all compact. It's right here, you plug the battery in, you clean it out, you're ready to go next time.
And it's a quality product, and I just like the way it feels in your hand, how it reacts to the plants. It's not too abrasive, it's not too harsh on the plant.
You walk through and you just do an even spray, and it's going to cover everything. With other sprayers, you really have to manipulate the plant. You might have to pull the plant over, you have to go and top around through. This just does a more thorough application.
The electrostatic charge actually lets the spray get underneath the leaves all the time, consistently, without having to use too much, without having to use more than is quite necessary.
Mixing it, it's pretty similar. You just have to mix the product correctly. You get it in here and you're set there.
We usually spray like every other day or every couple days, so we'll do like maybe 3 or 4 sprays a week.
Your pump sprayer, well, now it's not pumping, so now you have to stop.
Fogger will do, it'll just completely knock it out of the ground.
Pump it up till it's full again, then you spray, now it's nuking out product.
So I have 3 levels of plants that I have to deal with, so I don't want to fall off the stairs, so safety is a big issue.
And then slowly less and less, so you're always having to change the way you apply product with other sprayers.
Just to go to blow and then the plant's just gone, and it's
because when you got too much stuff dangling around or getting caught up in something, it just causes more of an inconvenience.
With this, it's just common across the board.
We don't have to worry about that anymore with damage in our plants, anything like that.
These are one of our old sprayers that you plug in. You can see it took us a minute to unwrap the cord. They're trying to fasten it tight enough on there. It's really just a pain in the butt.
So this was our old fogger that we used for our pesticide applications and fogger. As you can see, it is kind of bulky, heavy, doesn't seal very well, and in my opinion, it's a safety hazard because of the cord.
If the seal isn't perfect, it's not going to spray right. Once, if we do get it working, you'll see that it blows at about 115 miles per hour.
It's very harsh on the plants as well. It blows them over like you're in a hurricane.
Everything about these sprayers is just something we'll never use again.
Especially when you're spending, roughly $400 for 2.5 gallons of a pesticide, you really want to look at something that's applying the product evenly, thoroughly, all the time, consistently, without having to use too much, without having to use more than is quite necessary. So.
And as a business owner, you gotta keep your cost of goods down. And a couple things that Victory does over the other sprayers is one, you're not plugging in, like I said, you're not pumping, you're having correct application rates. And if you're not, you're actually not, you might be doing a 60% application versus 100%. Well, if you have a giant room and you do 60% here, 100 here, 40 here, you're never completely eradicating the problem. So having these, which is a consistent spray, which electrostatic, it covers the whole leaf, it gives you a more thorough application. That cuts down your time in the future as well as the present. Just being able to have it on you, backpack, battery powered, I can do a whole building with one battery. I'm not replugging in, I'm not having to stop to pump, and I'm getting a complete application so that it actually fights the problem rather than suppresses the problem, which is what happens with almost all other sprayers.